Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Pokemon Scarlet. Give me just one moment here. I'll hop right in and get things going. Okay, so I know it's been a little bit. Uh, haven't played much of this in the past, like 3 or 4 weeks. Christmas kind of got in the way, and I believe I had something I needed to do last week. So Um, wasn't able to get back to this as much as I would like, but we're still getting back to it. Anyway, um, if I recall, and by the looks of things, it is somewhat correct. Um, I had just defeated the BB Elite Four, and now I just have to confront Kieran or meet up with him or whatever's going on. I don't know. Guessing gonna have to fight him just because, well, it's Pokemon. That's what you do. So let me just heal my party up here after a battle one, and we'll just go and see. Oh, I have no idea where I need to go. Let's find out. Um, Maybe back at the school? Yeah, there we are. Okay. Back to the school. And we'll see what's going on. Oh, right. And at some point I'll need to talk to her and do her quest, but I believe I need a certain amount of Pokemon for that. So, just gonna head right up here. Head inside. I probably could have teleported straight there, but I wanted to make sure um, that I wasn't just jumping into a cutscene without knowing what's going on. But, alright, here we go. Okay, so seems like. Oh, before I do that, I want to check my team real quick. Make sure. I suppose that's a good starting team. Because I just remembered that we do this in doubles. Where am I supposed to go? Don't see a flag on that or anything. Does it tell me? Head to the Blueberry Academy entrance to set up your battle with Kieran. Oh, I suppose I have to talk with this lady. Hey, Yoko. Ready to sign up for your official match? You're Yoko, yes? Let me get your championship match set up. This will just take a moment. So, Yoko, you said you and Kieran are friends, right? Yeah? Huh, no kidding. Here's the Dracer take. I liked Kieran better when his hair was down. He used to be this quiet little guy. Trembled like a leaf, had all of the spine of a wimpod. He'd hide behind Carmine if you so much as breathed too loud. But I tell you what, when it came to Pokemon battling, I never saw so much joy in anyone's eyes as his. But then, out of nowhere, he changed. Now he's relentless, pushes himself, pushes everyone around him. Nothing's good gonna come of this. Someone's got to snap him out of it. I tried, but I couldn't do it. Guess I've gotten soft from the lazy life. So now, I guess it falls to you. Sorry, bud. Sorry to keep you waiting. Everything's ready. Are you ready to battle Kieran, the BB League champion? I think so. So yes. Understood. Your championship match will begin shortly. Please make sure you are ready. Well, it's all up to you now, Yoko. Me and the other Elite Three will be cheering for you. This is an official BB League announcement. Championship match is about to begin at the battle court near the entrance to the academy. If you would like to watch the match, please make your way there. And here we are. No smile on my face this time. Kept me waiting. I worked so hard for a chance to show you what I can really do, Yoko. I put everything into studying and making my Pokemon stronger. I crossed the Elite Four and became champion. All of that hard work. All of it. All of it was so that I could beat you right here, right now. Challenged by BB League champion Kieran. Alright. I know I'm making the right choice. You'll understand that soon enough. Might not be good for Skeleturge. So he'll do... Actually, yeah. Wouldn't Dragonite as a dragon be strong against fire? And of course, Politoed is a water type of some sort, it seems. So... yeah. Gonna swap them out, I think. Maybe for Quaquaval. Probably a good choice. How do you like that? See how hard I've trained? Not like the kid you battled in Kitakami, huh? Ow. Alright, well, let's just keep that up. And I guess we'll do that. I thought that was going to win. Heck, wowzers. Doesn't matter if the type matchups work out for you, though. I'll still win. Ow. Okay. And one of mine goes down. Let's bring in Masquerada. I, I just brought them in because I wasn't really thinking. Maybe I should have done something else. But, yeah, we'll do that. And, sure, we'll do Ice Spinner again. Even luck's chosen you over me. It's not fair. It's just not fair. Alright, even up again. And this should put me one up on him. Incineroar. Well, that's fine. Porygon Z. Alright. We'll do that because I'm pretty sure I can do this. Ah. Alright, that's fine. That's not fine though. Alright. We're even up again. Alright, I guess we're bringing out Skeleturge. Grimmsnarl. Alright. These are level 81. We're gonna... super effective. Just says effective, so I'm guessing it's got to be super effective here. So we're going to do that. Okay, protect against special moves. There we go. That was a critical, huh? Alright. Oh, right, because it's a special. And they're defending. Hey, how's it going? Just go down already. How are you still standing after I've thrown everything I have at you? Hi. Oh, interesting. Hydrapple is apparently a new evolution. All fine, thanks. And you? I'm doing pretty good. Haven't been playing this as much as I'd like to, but, you know, holidays and all that kind of got in the way of being able to play it. So I'm back to playing Pokemon again, and, you know, I'm still enjoying it. But yeah, it's been a while, so I'm kind of doing a little bit of a catch-up, remembering what all I was doing. And, of course, it was apparently right before a big fight. So, you know, just jumping right into it, I think. But other than that, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Alright, let's see here. I think we're... I think I'm ahead in the battle at the moment. Nice, okay. Let's continue with Torch Song. Probably against that. And he brought out another dragon. So, looks like we're going to use an Ice Spin. I don't need the old me anymore. I've changed. I'll show you I can change again. Oh, right. I've forgotten about those. Probably should have used my own. Okay, so now it's a fighting type and not a dragon. So this isn't going to do as much, or nearly anything, I guess. That's okay. Got him down to one left. That got it. 214. I should be able to survive another hit like that. So I'll just go ahead and do this. Maybe this can do enough. Yes. Okay. I was a little worried I was going to lose my first fight again. What? Huh? What? He actually lost? Let's go, guys. No, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. Ah, no, 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 no. Way to go, both of you. That was awesome. Oh, honestly, Crispin, read the room, would you? Wait, Drayton? Good match, you two. Too bad about the outcome, though. Huh. Ex-champion? Will I play Power World? Comes out in a few days. I didn't know it was going to come out in a few days. I actually have had that on my wish list for a while. So I might. I'm not going to stop playing anything to switch over to it. But once what I'm currently playing clears up, I might I might think about playing it on stream. But thank you for letting me know. Again, I didn't know that it was coming out in a few days. It might be a little bit before I do. I just don't seem to do so well with new games. Like, I run into the problem of either everybody doesn't want to watch it because they want to play it themselves, or they've got their favorite streamer that they already watch. So it might be a little bit before I get to it, but I will probably play it, assuming it is, not going to have anything in it that's against streaming rules or anything like that, which I don't think it should. It looks like a fun kind of game, so yeah. Look at you, buddy. Way to go. Guess we got a new BB League champion. The Academy's got a prize for people like you who make it all the way to being champion. Here, all yours. Obtain the Master Ball. You put the Master Ball in your bag's Pokeball bucket. Okay. Hey, Kieran. This may not mean much coming from a guy who couldn't beat you, but I wish you'd go back to having fun with all this. I get that burning desire to win. I mean, who doesn't like winning? Just don't let that desire burn you to a crisp. It's hard to watch. Come on, let's go and mumble win next time. Come again? I won't lose. Next time for sure. I'll win. Next time I'll win. I'll say something. Yoko, I ah oof. If we might interrupt. Well, first, of course, we want to offer Yoko our congratulations for becoming champion. It really is an amazing achievement, something that should be celebrated. But with the way things are now, I'm sorry to say that it does, well, complicate matters. We're having a bit of a hard time knowing how we ought to proceed. Proceed with what? I'm guessing it's something to do with me not being a blueberry student. Well, think about it a moment, would you? If Yoko is our champion, then that means she's head of the league club. But she's an exchange student. What is our long-term plan here if she does stick around? Or if she doesn't stick around? There are so many particulars to sort out. Oh, huh. Yeah. And of course, if Kieran rejoins the Elite Four after having lost the rank of champion, that would push Crispin out of our ranks. Wait, what? Me? That's bad, isn't it? I'd like to hear from Kieran himself what he would like to do next. Kieran. This is an announcement for the following students. BB League Champion Kieran, Top Elite 4 member Drayton, Carmine of Class 3-2, Yoko, our exchange student, Ms. Breyer, and some guests would like to see you. Please proceed to classroom 1-4 as soon as possible. What could that be about? Now's really not the time. BB League Champion Kieran, huh? They're gonna need to update that. Drayton, could you seriously not right now? It's just not right, and certainly not kind. Well, you shouldn't leave Miss Breyer hanging, or we'll never hear the end of it. Go ahead, Yoko. We'll meet you there. I'll make sure Kieran comes too, even if I gotta carry him. Alright, head to classroom 1-4. And apparently I've already got a master ball for the story, so I hope there's still more to do, because, well, I'm like 25 minutes into stream. Oh no, this is bad. If I'm not in the Elite Four, I can't use the Elite Four space at Savannah Plaza anymore. That's right. Also, you wouldn't think it's been that long since Kieran became the champion, so I don't know. Yoko, thank you. Oh, well, I suppose Kieran might have been part of. I don't remember the rankings or anything. Maybe Crispin has been there for a while. I don't know. Congratulations on becoming champion. Seems we can't celebrate just yet, with everything unsettled. Classroom 1-4, right? Go on ahead, bud. I'll meet you there. Sure, but can I get a restoration, maybe? Congratulations on becoming the BB League champion. Oh, alright. 1-4 is where I'm supposed to go. There's a healing thing right out here, so let me do this real quick. I'm pretty sure I don't need to worry about it. but you know, don't want to be surprised by a battle and have Pokemon not healed up. So here we go. We're gonna heal up real quick. Then we're gonna head back inside. Alright. Back up to the top of the school we go. Kieran's classroom. Okay. What's going on here? Briar's just standing here. Here you are, Miss B. Thank you all for coming. I'm pleased to inform you that some very special guests are here to see you today. They left for a tour of the school mere minutes ago, but I believe they'll return soon enough. In the meantime, I'll fill you all in on the situation. Please have a seat. Don't mind if I do. Your knees are creaking. Oh, please, you're not old enough for that yet. Ah, Yoko. Carter, you're busy battling your way up the BB League. But to think you'd make it as far as champion, what a dazzling accomplishment. Thank you so much. Sorry, Ms. Briar, but could we leave all that for another time? What's this thing you wanted to tell us about? My apologies. That was insensitive of me. Let me get straight to today's topic then. I want all of you here to join me on an expedition to the secluded to the secluded and mysterious Area Zero. Area Zero? That's the place in Paldea you wanted to visit, right? Got permission? My main goals are to investigate the terrestrial phenomenon and to gather samples of the crystals present in the crater. But to be honest, I also have one more ambition for this trip. I'm hoping that we can find Terapagos, the legendary Pokemon slumbering in Area Zero. Terapagos, a legendary Pokemon? Rather exciting idea, isn't it? There you are, Gita. I was just getting the kids up to speed. I do apologize for my tardiness. Yeah, they're calling her Miss Gita, so might as well follow suit, Miss Gita. Champion Yoko? I certainly didn't expect to run into you here. Ah, of course. You must be participating in the student exchange program. Yoko just got crowned our new BB League champion, too. Talent is as brilliant as always, I see. Truly a wonderful thing. If you'll be going along, then I suppose that bodes well. Is it all right if I explain the situation to the children, Briar? By all means. First, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Gita. I'm the chairwoman of the Pokemon League in Paldea. More than a decade ago, the Pokemon League provided support for research on Area Zero, the great crater at the center of Paldea. Once that research was complete, we shifted our studies to monitoring and managing the area. Area Zero is full of mysteries, and also danger. Generally speaking, the area is off limits, even for research. That being said, recently we've had to confront the possibility that dangerous Pokemon could escape the area. There's a clear need for further research, and quickly. Hope the Switch 2 can handle better graphics. Yeah, I hope so too. I don't know if I'll be able to get one right away, but we'll see. Depends on my monetary situation at the time. again, it may be a while before I am able to afford something like that. But, knowing that it is coming out, I have thought about trying to put money aside to afford it. So eventually, I will get to it. Or I will get one. Sorry. But at our Pokemon League, we've had trouble finding capable personnel, not to mention time to study Area Zero. Same, yeah. I mean, it is a console, and you know, um, depending on how it is, maybe trading in my current Switch, but we'll see. So, you reached out to me as I've been requesting access to the area for quite some time now. I apologize that we are not better equipped to deal with this ourselves. Blueberry Academy has a wealth of highly skilled trainers with well trained Pokemon. And with Champion Yoko also on the team, I know I could safely initiate a new expedition. This is entirely voluntary, of course, but it would be very reassuring to have you with us. What do you say? You join our little team uh, as we explore Area Zero? I mean, they say it's voluntary, but I'm pretty sure that if I do say no, they'll just re ask the question until I say yes. So I'm in. Splendid. Well said, Champion Yoko. Well, I think it's already decided that I'm going. Your support will be very useful as always, Carmine. I appreciate having you on board. Sorry, but I'll pass on this one. The League's club's a whole mess right now. We need my steady hand on the wheel here. Sure. You just can't be bothered to travel all the way to Paldea, can you? I don't know about the hairstyle. I don't know if you've seen Kieran previously, but his hairstyle is exactly the same, except I think longer. And right now he's got it pulled up in a ponytail, so it's not actually hanging down in front of his face. The uh, the whole idea of the front hair crossing, the bangs, like the left bang crossing over to the right, and vice versa, uh, is one of those hairstyles I dislike. It, as far as hairstyles go, I think it's a fairly newer one. Um, and of course, these two characters, Carmine and Kieran, take that to the extreme. So I really, really do not like their characters just for the fact that their hairstyle is like that. Otherwise, they'd be perfectly fine. Guilty. I'm curious what our mighty ex-champion is thinking, though. Yeah, like I guess you can't really see it in this view, but you can kind of see how uh, his hair kind of splits in the middle there. But yeah, I'm going. If there's a legendary Pokemon there, I want to find it and catch it. This time, I won't let this chance go. Interesting. Then it's decided. It's too bad that Drayton won't be joining us, but it seems the team will consist of Carmine, Kieran, Yoko, and myself. You have my thanks for your help on this matter. I look forward to the great findings that you will no doubt bring back. I'm grateful for the opportunity, Gita. Leave it to me. My dream of exploring Area Zero is finally becoming a reality. Now, time to prepare. Let's meet by the bridge at the Academy entrance as soon as we're ready. All right. Oh, can't go that way. I'm gonna talk. Oh, I guess we're talking to both of them at once. Okay. It's been a while, Champion Yoko. Hi, kiddo. Rika here. Rika's here, too, at your service. Not gonna lie, I never dreamed we'd be running into you. I see that you're putting your skills to good use and living up to your title as a Paldea champion, even when abroad. I'm doing my best. Huh, indeed. I would expect nothing less from a talented trainer such as yourself. Yeah, definitely got talent. Lots of talent. But not enough to get you off the hook. For what? You went into the Great Crater without the League's permission, didn't you? Maybe. I had somebody's permission. I don't remember who. But I think I kind of commented on the same thing. Like I was getting permission from somebody, but not necessarily somebody that had the right to give permission. Don't think you're not going to get a scolding for that. That's what champions do? No, I'm really sorry. Oh, sure. Now you're sorry. I practically fell out of my seat when I heard about where you'd been. Calm down, Rika. No harm came to her, after all. And besides, we have good reason to believe that all of Paldea would have been at risk if the champion Yoko here hadn't ventured into Area Zero. Well, yeah, I mean, that's true, but... Fine. I'll let you off the hook this one time. You'd better thank the boss for stepping in. Don't think poorly of Rika. She's just worried for you. Now then, Champion Yoko. This time, you'll be heading to Area Zero with official League permission. Only a handful of people know about the incident involving the time machine. However, taking into account the dangers of Area Zero, I have elected to inform Ms. Breyer of what happened, obfuscating certain details. Speaking of, boss, didn't you say you had something to give to that Breyer person? Yes, I did. I'd forgotten about that. Champion Yoko, would you be so kind as to take this for me? Obtained Indigo Disc. Alright. Mysterious disc with an indigo shine to it. Given to you by the top champion. Seems to be tied to Area Zero. What is that anyway? A TM or something? It is a disc that was sent by an Area Zero researcher to an investor some time ago. Sorry, having a bit of a hiccup thing. I had my investigation team look into it. It's certainly not a TM, nor is it a mere tool for storing data. I honestly have no idea as to its true purpose, but I assume it has to do with Area Zero. I figured that since you're heading to Area Zero, I might as well ask you to investigate the purpose of this disc while you're there. While she's there, huh? Did you want her to pick up some potato salad on the way back too? I mean, if they've got potato salad in Area Zero, I'll pick it up. I do ask that you return the disc to me if you end up not finding a use for it. There's still much we do not know about Area Zero. I know you've already been to its depths, but please exercise some caution while dealing with the environment and Pokemon there. As a champion, it falls on you to protect and guide those accompanying. Wish I could go with you, kiddo, but I've got my own work to do. Do your best down there, but don't push yourself too hard, here? Now, please excuse us. Alright, meet up with everyone else. There's no one else in here, is there? I assume not, since we were having that kind of a discussion. But I could definitely see Drayton just sitting in the back, of the room being unnoticed. I guess I'll go to the entrance first. Okay, everyone's over there. I don't think there's anything that I need to do before heading out on this. So yeah, I suppose we'll get right to it. Are you ready to travel? Are you ready to travel to Area Zero, Yoko? Yes, I think so. Splendid. We're finally ready to set off then. Are you two feeling alright? Well, enough to travel at least. Well, I'm fine. Anyway. Yeah, me too. I've had time to calm down. Oh, well that's good. I'm fine. I know what I have to do now. I'll find this legendary Pokemon in Area Zero, no matter what it takes. That's a spirit, Kieran. Alright then, shall we? I guess we shall. And back home to Paldea we go. We made it. I'm finally here. Area Zero, a place I've dreamed about for years. Whoa, this is incredible. I'm not sure if that's intentional, but that doesn't really look like a happy smile on her face. It looks more like an evil villain smile to me. But, you know, maybe it's just because of the whole slanting of the eyes and eyebrows and stuff. Wowzers. So you've been here before, right, Yoko? Yeah, with my friends. Friends, huh? Yeah, you scared me. Honestly, too big to come popping out like that. What Chamadan? So you came here with Yoko back then, too, huh? Oh, you must be that Pokemon that was reportedly first discovered in Area Zero. I'm very intrigued by this specimen, but alas, that's not what we're here for. We're here to go to the deepest depths of Area Zero and see what's even deeper. Deeper down in the Zero Lab? I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying that. I mean, I know she's been clued in on a little bit, but not necessarily everything. So I'm going to just go ahead and stick with this one. What do you mean even deeper? Heath mentioned it in writing, Heath mentioned it in his writings that he fell from the depths to someplace even deeper. Wait, hold on. Doesn't the depths imply he was as deep as he could get? Yes, it's quite curious, isn't it? However, Keith also wrote that he was utterly unable to recall how he got down there. If his writings are to be believed, there must be an entire uncharted space below Area Zero. Well, either way, we should start by making for Area Zero labs down in the depths. Take the lead, Yoko. Alright. Well, I'm not running around with them in tow this time. Um, However, I'm not sure if I need to, walk down there. I could probably just teleport, or at least teleport closer. Voice is really relaxing. Wondering that you still don't got the 50 followers. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, I don't know. I've been kind of wondering a similar thing. you know, I think it's just, um, again, it is difficult to be found on Twitch. I know that it's a little bit better than it used to be, but it is still difficult. Um, I've also been on Twitch only for, I say only, how long has it been now? Since June. So, so 7.5 months. So I am, as far as I know, pretty new. So, I don't really have uh, that big of an imprint yet, I guess. Um, but yeah, I certainly wouldn't mind having 50 followers, but at the same time, 50 followers would be great. Um, to get whatever it's called. Uh, I always want to call it accreditation. That's not it though. Um, uh, Basically, the generic contract with Twitch, um, affiliate. That's the word I'm looking for. In order to get that, I would also need the average of 3 people watching, which is also a difficult thing to do. Still awake with your stream passing by? Okay. Um, but yeah, I am working toward it. I know it's a slow progress, and Germany, yeah, and that's another thing too. I know that in other parts of the world, I am streaming fairly late at night, and that's perfectly fine. I do record my videos, so if you ever decide that you want to catch whatever you missed, obviously Twitch has it up for a week, but if it's past that, I do have a YouTube channel as well. So I put all my VODs there, so anyone can go take a look at it at their leisure. So it doesn't always have to be at a bad time like 1 a.m. for you. But yeah, um, and I know I'm gonna run into that a lot, but I just figured I'd pick a time because no matter what time I stream, there's always going to be somebody that won't be able to make to it or make. What am I trying to say? There's always going to be somebody that won't be able to catch the stream. I guess I prefer live stream over videos because you can talk, and that is a really big thing for a lot of people. Um, I do too, a little bit, but at the same time, I know that I don't always have the time to talk. Or, well, sometimes I don't have the time to talk. Um, but most of the time, I just am busy with other things like work and things like that. So I find most of the time I am watching VODs myself. So I uh, I really appreciate when I can catch a VOD um, that is unedited, I guess, uh, because like I know that a lot of people will take their 3 hour, 6 hour video and they'll edit out all the parts that they think are like not entertaining or boring or things like that. I find that for myself, I like having everything in there, so I can watch or not watch whichever parts I choose. If it gets boring, just skip ahead in the video. I don't see a problem with that. Sometimes, like maybe if they're having technical issues or something, sure, that's okay to remove. But at the same time, I know that there's a lot of funny conversations that happen while these technical issues are trying to be fixed. So, you've got your lobby of like 8 people that are trying to get, say, a game of Among Us or something going, and one person is having troubles uh, getting everything set up, and they're being helped by 1 or 2 other people. But you've got the other 5 or 6, just sitting around chatting, and it's fun to listen to sometimes. Too lazy to edit out a 10-hour video. Ah, I probably am too. As long as I don't want to sit there another 3 to 4 hours to edit the VOD. Yeah, and that is another thing as well. But I mean, sometimes it is worth it. Like maybe you're putting things onto YouTube, and during your stream you're streaming like 3 or 4 different games. I can definitely see putting in breaks where you switch games just so you don't have all your different games going at one on one video. You upload from time to time some gameplay on YouTube, but it's more the fact that YouTube doesn't delete it after a month. Exactly. Yeah, and that's the whole reason why I'm doing it as well. Um, and I am actually streaming to both at the same time, uh, so I'm not really um, uploading it, I guess. I'm just streaming to YouTube, and it is recording it as well, so I don't have to spend the extra time to upload. Whoops. Uh, but I'm sure at some point I will probably change that up a little bit as I get to know how to do things a little bit better. And that's probably going to have to change uh, if and when I do reach affiliate for Twitch. But by then I will have to check their current rules on how things go to see if I even need to worry about it. Because I know that at least at one point, um, you have to give Twitch or you have to wait 24 hours before anything you stream on Twitch can go to another channel. But I've also heard other people talking about streaming to YouTube as well, and like other people that have contracts. So I don't know. It's something I'll have to look into once I'm at that point. Maybe Cam would help get more viewers. Most people like to see that. And, I have thought about that. When I was first putting things together, I thought about, do I want a camera? Um, I thought about, would I prefer like a VTuber model of some sort, that sort of thing. And I don't know. Like, first of all, I I cannot do a live camera. I would not be able to function uh, with a camera on me. I don't think. Um, so, at best, I would have to have some sort of avatar of myself. So, that's why I was thinking about like a VTuber model of some sort. But every time I looked at it, it was like, oh, we want to charge like $600 for this, or something like that. After a while, you forget that there's a cam recording, and that is both good and bad. You don't want to forget that a camera is recording you, um, especially once you're done streaming. Uh, but I suppose that is true. After a while, it would be easier to be on the camera. Uh, but the other thing too is like I like my games full screen. I like seeing them full screen, and a lot of times the corners are just not a good place to put a camera. I don't know. And it's sometimes difficult to find a place on the screen where you can, uh, I guess, have your own space. Um, I know some people have like shrunken the game window a little bit so that they have a little bit of a bar on the side and at the bottom. Everyone is different, and that's true. And I don't know if for me it is uh, a lot of camera shyness. I I I just don't think I would be able uh, to function all that well, at least to begin with. So, and that might be funny for content and whatnot, but um, I don't know. I know my target, like my target of what I want to stream, how I want to stream, and whatnot, is probably not going to be um, something that many people want or are looking for. So, I'm not, um, I'm not really acting anything. I'm just being myself. Um, as far as voice acting goes, I do a little bit, but not really all that much. Um, and then of course I'm doing long streams where, you know, it's just whatever I happen to be doing. I'm not doing a specific thing to be, hey, this is exciting content or something like that. I'm most of what I'm doing really is uh, first playthroughs. Um, but that also depends on what kind of games people like. So, I have tried various things. I've tried streaming like one primary game during a week and then having a couple of secondary games. I've tried, and this is what I'm currently doing, is, a different game every day, so that, or during the week. So, like Sundays are Hades, Mondays are Pokemon, etc., etc. Um, so that you're getting a variety of things and also kind of a schedule of games. So you know that Mondays are going to be when I'm playing Pokemon. So if that's what you want to watch, you know that you can um, make sure to catch it. Um, but yeah, I'm trying a few different things, switching as it needs to, that sort of thing. And then also, I do have a great big backlog of games that I want to play, but I also do not like stopping games in the middle. So, like, uh, oh, last year sometime, I was playing um, uh, Legend of Zelda, uh, Tears of the Kingdom. I was playing a lot of it. I like it, um, but you know, nobody was showing up because it was a new game, and like I said, I don't do well with new games on the channel here. It seems so. After I don't know how many episodes I streamed of it, quite a few, I think. like a good dozen or so, um, I just moved to something else because I thought maybe, I'll get some more people's attention with different games. And that's just kind of how it's going to be, I think. You know, I try to finish games, especially if they're short ones. Um, Pokemon, I guess, would I would be like the longest running game I've been playing. Like day, I don't want to say day one, but um, one of the first games that I had on my list of games to play when I started is Pokemon. So, at the time that was um, Sword and Shield, or just Sword, I guess. So, I played through Sword. I moved on to Legends Arceus, and then to Scarlet. And uh, since then, I've learned that there's stuff that I missed story wise in Arceus, and there is DLC that I didn't have when I first started playing for Sword. So um, once I am done with Scarlet here, I will probably be going back to one or both of those as well. Um, and of course, uh, Pow World is going to be put in there somewhere, I'm sure. I don't know if it's going to be replacing Pokemon or if it will replace another game because it's technically not Pokemon. It is Pokemon like, though. So maybe, uh, I guess it depends on how it fits into the schedule. But yeah, um, that's kind of how I've been going. And I know that uh, how I stream isn't necessarily uh, the best, but it is what I can do. So, and I have fun doing it. So, more fun than I thought I would actually. Um, so when I can, I do. Uh, all right. What was I in here for? I think I was wanting to use a teleporter. Yeah. To get to station number 4. Really wish that you'll get more views. I do too, you know. Um, but a way to help out with that is if you know anybody you need to keep playing while uh, that's a difficult thing for me as well. Um, Multitasking is a bit difficult because I do get I, I I do get distracted with the topic of talking. Um, but if you know somebody that you think might like what I stream, let them know. You know, word of mouth is probably one of the best ways uh, to advertise, I guess, because uh, you back it up with your own thoughts and like how you feel uh, the whole thing is. And usually you're talking to a friend, and so they'll at least humor you on such a thing and give it a try. So, you know, if you know anybody that likes this stuff, then let them know. All right, I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to go, but obviously this is the uh, the deepest area that I can get to. I just don't know if I'm supposed to be looking outside for something or inside the building or what? Because it sounds like uh, the person probably fell down a crevice or something. Let's see here. As far as playing and talking goes, I think as long as I'm talking about uh, the game I'm playing, I'm better at being able to concentrate on the game. Like, better than talking about something completely different. You already do, but all your friends are German and normally don't watch English. You know, understandable. And and I understand that. You know, um, like myself, I really only know English because, well, I've never had the need to leave the United States. So, you know, and not that I haven't tried to learn a second language. Um, that's a whole story in itself of failures. But yeah, I'm unfortunately just know one language, and if I were to watch something else in a different language, I probably wouldn't watch much of it either. At least not for too long. I'd watch for a bit, for sure. Oh, this place is insane. Reminds me of the Crystal Pool. This is the Zero Lab, I take it. Structure's exterior matches Gita's description, at least. So this is the deepest point in Area Zero? Um, nope. English should be enough. And I suppose it does it does help that it is a language that's understood around the world for the most part. English can reach everyone kind of. You can reach everyone kind of, yeah, exactly. And I think that is a fortunate thing, but you know, it might, you never know. Uh, that could be something that changes, or, you know, if I find myself on a vacation or something, is sometimes knowing the local language is better, but I've just never had the want to uh, to do such a thing, I guess. All right, so this is the deepest point in Area Zero? Nope. Well, yes and no. This is the deepest point that the Area Zero expedition managed to reach long ago. You know, I've been told that the lowest level of this laboratory contains a mysterious room whose purpose is entirely unknown. However, where I want to go is even deeper than that. So, you're saying that we should head inside this Zero Lab? Gate's closed, though. Huh? Oh, you're right. What do we do now, Yoko? You've been here before, right? We need to use the panel. Or we need to disable the lock. It's the same thing. We need to use the panel. Wowzers, this feels like a spy movie or something. Way cool. What? Kieran's having fun? What? I didn't say anything. Well then, can we count on you to unlock the gate, Yoko? Yeah, probably. open the gate to Zero Lab. Yes. Access revoked due to prolonged inactivity. Entrance locked. Hmm. What's the matter? Something wrong with it? It opened before, though, right? Is there some extra step we're missing? There were 4 locks before. Um, yeah, but the 4 locks were like uh, specifically set for a reason. Should check my time at Sandrock. Very nice, fun game. Spent over 100 hours in it. Really enjoyed it. Uh, I will add that to my list of games to look at. Just a second. Need to find something to write with. My time at Sandrock. Okay, I will definitely have a look at that. Um, no guarantees. I, like I said, I do have a very long list of games uh, that I still need to go through as far as streaming goes. As far as playing it for myself, I'll probably check it out. Um, if it's something on Steam, then it might have to wait until a sale goes on because, you shouldn't ever buy a game at full price if you can buy it for sale. Um, but I think I have heard of it, if nothing else. So I, it's like what is the type of game? Not an adventure game, more of like a Minecraft-ish or farming type game, if I recall. Something like that. Not quite adventure, but close to it. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna just say the 4 locks before. I see. So last time, you went through a series of steps to unlock the gate, and the professor was also there to guide you from the inside. Nope. Indigo disc detected. Indigo disc detected. Huh? It's talking. Insert indigo disc for greater access privileges. Please insert indigo disc. Relax. It's just one of those computerized voices. It's not any different than a TM machine. Adventure, exploring, crafting, mining, farming, fighting. It's kind of Stardew Valley or Graveyard. Okay. Both of which I've played. Graveyard Keeper on the channel, so, you can go see how I've done with that. Stardew Valley, I would have, I think that's one of the ones that's on my list of things to play. But I also know that Stardew Valley has a ton of mods for it, and I'd probably get lost in adding a whole bunch of mods, and so it wouldn't necessarily be a vanilla Stardew Valley. Um, find you through the graveyard keep. Okay, cool. Sorry, it is difficult to remember sometimes who started watching when. But thank you. I really enjoyed the game. Near the end, it kind of fell apart a little bit, but I do try to do constructive criticism on games that I play. Um, but I'm also interested in. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I know it's in the process of being worked on. Is The guy that made Stardew Valley is working on, I think it's called Haunted Chocolatier or something like that, which as soon as I see that on Steam, I will definitely add that to my wish list. Yeah, because what I've seen of it, it looks really good, and it's very much Stardew Valley-ish, I guess. Um, but another thing I've thought about for Stardew Valley, I know that it's okay to stream it, but I also know that Stardew Valley uh, covers a lot of topics that you know might it might hit home a little differently, I guess. Like it gets into a lot of topics that most games tend to just either like mention offhandedly or you know just make a reference to and then it's kind of forgotten again. Sunhaven is a nice game, very similar to Stardew Valley 2. Okay, I'll add that as well. Again, no promises, but oh, with magic as well. Okay, cool. But yeah, I definitely have a look at games that are recommended. Um, but usually when they're recommended, I will add them to my wish list because they're recommended and I want to keep track of that. But also, you know, I, I I don't know when I would be able to get around to something like that as well. Just because, um, well, say for example, uh, I guess Scarlet here. I've been playing. I think this is the 24th episode of it. So, I play it once a week. So that is almost half a year that I've been playing this. So, and that's at 3 hours a day, except for some of like the first episode was like 7 hours long. So that was a long stream for me. But I needed to get to a point where I wasn't just cutting off the story. Um, but yeah, I've been playing Scarlet a long time at this point, and part of that is oh, okay. I'll wait until you're back. Um, Relax. It's just one of those computerized voices. It's not any different than a TM machine. I think I already read that. Indigo disc. What could it mean by that? Oh, Gita gave you a mysterious item before we departed, did she? You think that's it? Oh, how fun. Go on, Yoko, do it. You have my permission. Wonderful. Thank you for giving me your permission to do something. Please insert indigo disc. Oh, well, this is one of those choices where I do have a choice, it seems. Um, so I might not be able to come back until I get this part done. One moment. Get a drink. All right. So I guess in I go. In you go, disc. Indigo disc confirmed. Zero Lab elevator redirected to Area Zero underdepths. How do you redirect an elevator? An elevator goes up and down. You don't redirect an elevator. Ah, well. Maybe it opens up a similar elevator next to the elevator. Look at that. It opened. Let's head on in. Okay. Oh, and I'm back in control. What do y'all have to say? Is that legendary Pokemon gonna be inside? Possibly. Come on, hurry up. You take the lead. So the disc Gita gave you ended up being the key to the Zero Lab. My, what a dazzling surprise. Alright, and similar as my usual stuff, okay. Just wanted to remind myself of who's in front. And we are back inside the lab again. Nothing's changed. It doesn't seem like it. Still got crystals growing in containers, it seems. Where'd Miss Briar go? It's way too dark in here. I just smacked my head on something. On what? Like, their head clearance is like 3 times our height. That's because you're just running around without any idea of where you're going. Wow, Kiki. Sounds like someone's finally breaking out of their funk, huh? Shut it. Where's Miss Briar anyway? That's what I was saying. She's busy rummaging through like a whole stack of documents over there. Aren't those someone's private photos and stuff? Probably shouldn't be looking at all that. I mean, some of the photos are. Like up on the wall there, you can definitely see Arvin and the dog for sure. Huh. You're awfully considerate all of a sudden. Miss Briar, look. An elevator. Maybe it can take us further down. You wanted to go down, right? Down, you say? Oh my. Did you use this elevator last time to reach the mysterious room I mentioned earlier? Sure did. How exciting. Well, we've no time to waste. Let's go down. Alright. I'm in control again. Anything new to say? Nope, not from him. Well, you. From what I'm hearing, you've already been on more adventures than I can count. No wonder you're so level-headed all the time. Come now, let's keep making our way down. Sure. Oh, you know what? I don't remember all of these being the same color. I thought they were all different colors. But I might just be remembering that wrong. Welcome back. Looks like we are going down the elevator. Probably into the new basement area. Didn't miss much. Oh, wonderful. This elevator just keeps going further and further down. That's what elevators do. You know, it's moving pretty fast, actually. It almost feels like I'm floating. Hey, everyone. That panel we used to unlock the gate. Didn't it say something about where the elevator goes? Now that you mention it, yeah. Something about an elevator being redirected, right? As far as I know, there's only one elevator inside the Zero Lab. So the panel must be... sorry. So the panel must have been referring to the elevator we're currently inside. So where exactly is this thing taking us? Where indeed? Yes, that is what we asked. Where is it taking us? But I understand nobody has the answer to that. Oh my. Oh my goodness. So what? Are we under Area Zero now? Or are we under Zero? Ugh. Sorry for having trouble talking. Are we under Area Zero or something? Yes. According to my data, our current position is far deeper than where we last were. I, I like her hand waving around as she's describing this. Uh, I don't know if you'll get the reference, but if you've ever played any of the Monkey Island franchise, there is an insurance salesman there that whenever he's talking, he just waving his arms left and right all the time, and kind of reminded me of that. Could the elevator have taken us even further down than its previous destination? Man, Area Zero was already a lot to take in. I don't think anything's going to surprise me at this point, no matter what we run into. Hey, what's all this stuff? Oh, what are desks doing down here? Oh my. Oh my, this is a report written by the esteemed Professor Sada. A massive cavern exists beneath Area Zero, and there slumbers Terapagos, the hidden treasure of Area Zero. Its body has become crystal, protecting it from hostile outsiders. It appears that rousing it will take some time. In this cavern, I have witnessed the terastall phenomenon occurring in a way I've never seen above ground. Terastallization that appears to hold the power of every known type. I've dubbed this terra type the stellar type for now. Could Terapagos influence, or could Terapagos's influence be at play? Stellar type. Now the question is, if it is... Well, it holds the power of every known type. I wonder if that would have all the strengths and weaknesses of every type combined. Terapagos is the hidden treasure of Area Zero, and it's slumbering in the form of a crystal. And what is this about a stellar Terra type? Brilliant, absolutely marvelous. To think there was so much that Heath didn't write about. These documents are a veritable treasure trove. We've only just begun our expedition. I don't know how she got so excited in a bizarre place like this. The legendary Pokemon Terapagos. That's the hidden treasure of Area Zero. Potato? Hello and welcome. Come on, let's hurry up and go further in. I still haven't gotten my fill of these documents, but okay, let's go. It'd be best to discover the truth with our own eyes, after all. Let's keep moving. Stay on guard, everyone. Right, anything new to say? Come on, let's hurry up. Man, it sure is hard to breathe down here. Guess it's because we're so far down? Going to read every single one of these documents when we return. Can I read them? There's a bunch of documents scattered around. You try reading one? Oh, I can actually read them. I wonder if this is just what I've already read. Let me see. A treasure in stellar terratite. A massive cavern exists beneath Area Zero, and there slumbers Terrapagos, the hidden treasure of Area Zero. I think I have read that. I have read that. Okay. The Area Zero Underdepths. I'm calling the area found below Area Zero the Area Zero Underdepths. From the composition of the rock, I would date the cavern's formation to 2 million years ago. There are indications that many objects, or creatures perhaps, filled the space prior to the current cavern's formation. The depths bottom out approximately 3,300 feet beneath the surface. There are indications of numerous past cave-ins, likely resulting from tectonic activity and erosion caused by rainwater or groundwater, but it appears that the ground has remained stable since the last major cave-in. And there's a journal entry. While investigating the hidden treasure, I found myself suddenly transported to a great height, near a lake that smelled of sulfur. Based on temperature and humidity, I believe it to have been the eastern lands I've read about before. And there, a child gave me a white volume. Okay. So I'm guessing to be on the lookout for a white book of some sort as well. Or I assume a book, a volume, I suppose, wouldn't necessarily be a book. Alright, they seem to be just standing there. All this sparkly stuff that I can't interact with, okay. Definitely looks like a bottomless pit. So let's head over this way. What is this? It's like a crystal trying to be a flower. It's completely blocked up the path. Yeah, we're not going any further with this in the way. Hey, what about Whatchamadon, the Pokemon you ride on? Couldn't it smash through? Sure, let's give it a go. Broke through rocks before. Kieran, edgy boy. Yeah. He seems to be calming down from it a little bit, though, after being defeated. But we'll see. Maybe he'll return to normal. Maybe he'll stay this way. Who knows? Hold on. Please, hold on. This is quite likely a manifestation of pure terrestrial energy. We have no idea what might happen if we try to destroy it with brute force. Okay, so what do we do then? Oh, and there's a Pokemon just sitting over here. Okay. There are Pokemon all the way down here? What's going on with this one? Seems to be charged with some kind of strange energy. Hey, get back. You know you're not supposed to go... Sorry. You know you're not good in a battle, Miss Briar. Gotta go on Pokemon's okay. Sure. Um, Let me see. Yeah, you're no good in battle, Miss Briar, apparently. Kiki, no. Yoko, you should handle this. Wow. Why not both of us? Need to sleep? Have a good night? Have a good day? Alright. Have a good night or a good day. Uh, I'll talk to you the next time I see you. Alright, so it is terastallized. Oh. What on earth is that energy? It it couldn't be. I mean, it does say these are effective. So, I mean, might as well try it out and see what happens. Half damage, that's fine. And it lays down spikes. And I cannot catch it at this point, so I guess I will continue doing this. As it just increases its armor. Well, just means I'm gonna keep punching it. Critical hit. That's probably as far as I can go with this. Alright. Still can't catch it. So I guess we're just gonna keep going at it. One more time. Thoughts on the new myth? I don't know yet. I've just kind of started getting into it. I assume you're talking about the current DLC story stuff. Or new. Other than like, I don't really know much about any of the new stuff yet. So as if you know how far I am currently, then you know how much I currently know about it. Um, if we're talking about Terapagos, um, it sounds interesting. Have like I guess this is the first uh, type that's all types or something. I I don't know what that means yet. It doesn't seem to. It's after you finish the story. Okay, then I don't know. Uh, I I know nothing about it then. Um, this is in fact as far as I've been. I have not read up on anything. Stellar kind of mid. Okay. I mean, looking at this one that I just fought, I kind of agree. Um, but you know, maybe it'll have, maybe it has something I don't know about yet. But it certainly seemed like it could either be like something it could change if it needs, or you know, as I was speculating earlier, maybe it is just the effect of like every typage put together, and when you figure that out, you know, it's weak against this stuff, it's strong against this stuff, that sort of thing. I'm not certain yet. So, once I get to these points where I'm introduced to this stuff, I will look it up in my off time. So, um, as far as my full speculation on everything, it'll have to wait until I do get to the point of seeing it for myself, I guess. Good work, Yoko. And the crystal just disappears. Whoa, it disappeared. Did knocking out that sparkling Pokemon make the crystal flower disappear? It's just like that. Or it's just like in the report we found earlier. What we just witnessed was a Pokemon wielding the power of each and every type. That means it must have had the Stellar Terra type. So what's all that mean? Wait, was that supposed to be the so-called hidden treasure we're looking for? I can't say for certain, but no, I don't think so. The professor's notes said the hidden treasure of Area Zero is slumbering in the crystal form, or slumbering in crystal form. The Glimora you just fought off doesn't fully fit that description, so I don't think it's the Pokemon the professor called Terapagos. Well, the only way to know if it's the hidden treasure or not is to keep going. Come on. Fair enough. We will keep on going. Oh, Stellar Terra Shard. Okay, so that means that it is a type that I could possibly give to other Pokemon, but as you said, it seems not the greatest. But I mean, to be fair, they can't have a type that, or they shouldn't, I should say, have a type that is good against everything and also allow you to use it as typing for your Pokemon. Otherwise, it'd then be the only type that could be used if nothing else, if everything else was weak to it or something like that. So it would have to be balanced in some way. I just don't know in what way it is balanced yet. Alright, we are still in a bottomless depths area. There is, however, a Pokeball right over here for some reason. Okay, more Stellar Shards. And I have captured a Carbink before, so we're all good there. Got something over there I might want to try to grab. Hydro Pump, okay. I wonder what happens if I were to fall down that. Stellar is technically far more balanced than regular terrestrialization. Oh, okay. Well, at some point when I have enough shards, I will definitely be taking a look at it. Or, again, reading up on it after the fact. Because I'm sure somebody else has already done the done the math behind it and whatnot, so oops, no need to reinvent the wheel, I guess. Come on, get up there. There we go. I may have been able to reach that without jumping up there, but oh well. Alright, looks like we've got another block in the path. Don't know why I'm jumping over to these to grab them, but Ice Terra Shard, okay. Ah, I see. Okay. I do have to go over that way to take care of things. So let me talk to these guys first. Once you beat this part of the game, it gives you a little guide on how it kind of works. Okay, cool. I bet the path will open up if we can defeat that sparkly Pokemon up there. Well, what are you waiting for? Hop on your Whachamadon and get over to that cliff. Seems we found another one of those crystal flowers. Could the terrestrial energy that's saturating the air be condensing into a crystallized form? If that sparkling Pokemon wasn't so far away, I'd make quick work of him. I mean, it's not really that far away, but understandable. Alright, up here. Or slip and slide all over the place. I know that there's stuff up there, but oh, I guess I'll get that later. Alright, we've got I forget what this thing is called. A Noivern, I think. I missed. Oh, I have to actually walk up to it. There we go. I really wasn't thinking about what to use against it, so we've got Annihilate in front. Seemed to be okay. Oh, but there goes the Punch Glove. Okay, yeah. Typing has definitely changed. So I'm guessing it's possible that it chooses a random type. I don't know. As you said, it will probably tell me about it afterwards. Alright, that clears that away. And yeah, I guess just one more punch. There we go. That clears the area, or it clears the doorway. Good job, Yoko. Crystal thing is gone now. Great. More stellar shards. That Pokemon's called Koraidon, right? Boy, it can really jump. Hey, she got the name right. We're on a roll. Let's keep on moving. Or maybe she just used her Pokedex on it or something. That would have told her what it was. Alright. Guess they're not standing around for me to talk to anymore. Oh. What just happened there? Must have thought I was sliding or something. Oh, they're up ahead. Okay. There's probably another one up there somewhere. Or maybe that way. Didn't see that at the beginning. Watch your footing. If you slip and fall into the abyss, we won't be able to help you. Man, this place has even more twists and turns than Oni Mountain. Another one? These lousy rock things... Or if these lousy rocks think they can't stop me, they got another thing coming. Now where's that sparkly critter? I mean, you guys can go look around too. It's not just me. Also, I could totally fit through here. Just saying. Kind of want to look up there first. There is, in fact, another thing being blocked off, and there's a lot of items in there. So maybe both of these will open up when I go after the creature. It's probably over here somewhere. There's a bright and shiny thing over there. Is that where I'm supposed to try to get to? I guess so. Alright, well. Alright. Probably just go that way. Probably go that way too. Just fly over here. Get some height. And do it again. I should be able to make that. There we go. Now what's over here, though, before I fight that thing? Just a lot of crystals. Oh, there's like a bunch of stuff over here. Gonna have to be careful, otherwise I'm gonna get lost. Dark Terra shards, okay. That's fine. Oh, that's a dead end. How about this way? Also looks like a dead end. Okay. Back up top we go. Alright, so... Skeledirge would be better here. Not 100% certain, but I'll go with. I also got lost. And no worries. It definitely looks like there's a lot to explore. Some, like, secret spots along the way, too. power really hurts. And it's faster than I am. I think I'm gonna switch out just because it is faster. Don't really remember what would be good, but you know, this will work, I guess. Yeah. And just a flower trick. Room with a bunch of terra shards somewhere down there, if I remember right. Okay. It might be the one that I was looking at because I saw like 4 or 5 Pokeballs lying on the floor in there. Wants to learn Woodhammer. I'm not going to worry about that for now. Alright, that one opens up. And you can bring me back. Nope, I'm going to still be over here. Hey Yoko, the path opened up. Wonderful. I am over here. Another 10 stellar shards. Oh, should also do that. Now to get back, I might as well go this way. So there's an item to pick up. Ground terra shards, okay. And we'll go this way. Alright. That gets us back across here. Now, I want to check up. Okay, never mind. Sorry to have you doing all the work. Really appreciate it, Yoko. Now then, it appears the terrestrial energy around us is growing more dense the farther down we go. Come, we've no time to lose. Right? I will follow in just a moment. However, I am going to check up here first. See if this... Okay. Something else is blocking this. But you can definitely see at least 4 red lights in there from the Pokeballs. So, but it also looks like there might be another entrance as well. Oh, hello, random Pokemon standing behind me. Alright, down this way we go. Getting stuck on the ground sometimes. Max potion, that's fine. Some restorers. Max elixirs. Who's dropping all this stuff down here? Alright, again, have a look, make sure. I mean, this time there is ground below me, so I don't have to worry too much. That also looks like we're just take spiral downward. We'll take the safe way down anyway. There's items along the way, so it's all good. Oh, and there's water. I did not know that Crydon would appear underneath me when I just fall into water. It's good to know for future reference. Got going on here? You handle looking around in the water. I don't want to get my clothes wet. Okay. I'm guessing that's where I need to go then. Marvelous. The Terrestrial energy here is positively overflowing. Ms. Briar can be so reckless sometimes. I feel like I always have to keep an eye on her. Alright, so it looks like we have to go this way. And it's interesting to note that we're in the middle of water and there's no real slowing down of anything. So it may just be because we're in a map that's not an overworld map. So there's not as much to load, and so there's enough processing power to do all of this. Let's have a look around before we get into a fight. So there could always be something up top. Nope. Okay. There's a large crystallized tree, though. Alright. That looks just normal over there. Alright. Against a rock. I guess we'll bring Scarlet up front again. And let's see how this one goes. I am trying to figure out what exactly the center icon is supposed to be. I haven't really had a good look at it yet, so. I guess just a crown of some sort, maybe? And of course it's gone. So, just do this again. And I'm not too worried about running out of move uses. I do have items to restore that if I need to. Of course, remembering to use those items is another thing. Okay, Kiki, your turn to call over to Yoko. Maybe she'd rather have you do it. Quit your blabbering, just do it. Hey, the path's opened up. We can keep going. Alright. There's another 10 stellar Terra shards. At this point, I might have close to 50 of them. So that'll be just fine. Of course, getting more after the the initial amount might be a bit difficult. Well, Kiki, is there something you wanted to say to Yoko? No, not really. Just feels like we're all relying a bit too much on her is all. I agree. I I kind of figured, like the first time uh we came to Area Zero, everybody kind of pulled their own weight, you know? The stellar shards are quite easy to get. Okay. Well, then I won't worry about it. I figure either find them randomly in like tens and twelves like I have been, or, you know, uh, maybe through uh, through the online fighting that you can do, probably get as rewards or something. But I'm definitely noticing that I'm doing all the heavy lifting here this time around, while kind of had a party of people the first trip in here. But oh well, we should keep going. I mean, Briar started to help and then was told not to. Ah, he's so stubborn. You two are simply dazzling as always. Just so you know, we were all fending off wild Pokemon while you were away. Were you? I've seen all of one type of wild Pokemon in here, other than the specific ones I have to fight. So me and my team are just about spent. Sinistcha's all I've got left, so if something happens, you'd better save me. Really, though? Well, here, let me be the party healer for once. Become part of the item table for Sparkles. Oh, okay. Cool. But, you know, uh, I'm always relying on people saying, here, let me heal your Pokemon for you. At this point, I've got a decent amount of items, not a great amount. I haven't, like, tried to stock up on them or anything, but, here, if you guys need a couple of your Pokemon revived, I can certainly do that. My Terra Orb. I think it's reacting to something? Huh, you're right. Mine is too. I'm picking up a truly astounding level of terrestrial energy. It seems to be coming from in there. Are we finally at the finish line? The hidden treasure. Hey, where'd you think you're going? Saying before I realized I had like 280 burn heals just by... Yeah, exactly. And there have been times for like the easy to find items, a lot of the berries, I guess, where I've been wandering around an area a lot. I have had, like times where I've sold off several hundred just because I never used them, and might as well use them for money then at that point, which I have no need of for much of that either at this point. But you know, it does spin fast when you're trying to build up some of your Pokemon. Wander around. Kitakami is a gold. Exactly. Uh, Most of the items I end up selling is like from the forest, the northeastern area. I go around there a lot just because at the time that was my leveling zone, because that's where I came across the highest level creatures, which, interesting enough, I found out just because the you could go in there with low level Pokemon or high level Pokemon, Um, the level of the Pokemon in the forest is dependent upon your level at a certain given time. Your level of Pokemon at a certain time, and doesn't change after that, after it's set, to my knowledge, because I have a second game that I was just playing around in that has, like, my game I went in with lowest level Pokemon I could, just so I could go along with the story at an even level. And so when I got to the forest, they were all like in their low 50s, like 50 to 53, I think. But then in the second game, I transported over one of my level 100s to just kind of fly through the story and get to the stuff that I was looking for. And I believe I was running into level 70s. So, um, which is a little unfortunate because that means that at the time I could only level up off of level 50s rather than 70s. But, I guess having a second game, I could just swap over my Pokemon to level them up there if I need to. But yeah. Oh, oh, it's only like at 5 to 30-ish before beating the games, and post game is normally higher levels. Yeah. Um, for Kitakami at least. Yeah. And, I tried the same thing at the beginning of this. I went in with my level, well, at the time, level fives, I think. They might have been level six, whatever one experience candy brings you up to from level one. Um, and went into the first battle against what's her name of the Elite Four. The first battle that you do in Kitakami. And here she's throwing out level 70s, and I'm like, well, this battle is lost. So I learned that lesson quick. Yeah, 70 plus. Oh, I can't wait another second. The truth behind the Scarlet Book is so close now. What? Not you too? Those two sometimes, I swear. You should head in too, but no rushing. At least we can show some composure. But yeah, I had hoped that this part would have been the same way, but I can also see that since you couldn't play the second part of the DLC until after the first part, it kind of expects you to have that level 70 plus. Blueberry is meant to be played after both base. Exactly. What I was just saying. All right, going into a cave with, I guess there is texture. I was worried for a moment that the ground failed to load a texture in, but I guess it's supposed to be this dark. At least I hope so. Ah, yeah. In this part where it's lighter, you can definitely see how it's supposed to be looking. Then we have the epilogue quest, which I haven't gotten to yet. So yeah, we'll work on that as well when I get to it. What is this place? The vibes here are on a totally different level. Way to keep hush about it. I appreciate that. Thank you. I will get to it. Um, well, you have a better knowledge of how long it's going to take me to get there, but I will get to it when I get to it. Probably not tonight. Uh, It's a little bit of a weird reflection of my character in the crystals behind me, though. Not sure how it manages to reflect my eyes from the back of my head. The vibes here are on a totally different level. Hidden treasure. Where is it? Also says you need to claim a mystery gift to start it. Okay. I may also need to possibly update the game or check for updates or something. Um, if it's something that was added. But yeah, I will definitely be doing so because I and this is something that happened to me when I was playing through Sword. Is I went through the game, I beat it, and got to what I thought was the end of the game. Ended the stream, uh, went on to play the next Pokemon game, and at some point, when I found out about Pokemon Home, you know, I loaded back into Pokemon Sword, and it gave me a a a different introduction screen. It was like all quiet and stuff. Uh, and there's the picture of the uh, the shrouded area where we found the two dogs. So I was surprised that, oh, hey, look, there's more that I should have been doing. Yeah, exactly. The post story. I didn't know that it had that at the time. So, you know, once I'm done with Scarlet, I definitely plan to go back to both Arceus and Sword and play through all the stuff that I missed. You know, Arceus has post story stuff as well. Um, I don't know why I didn't do it. Maybe because I wasn't certain, but um, yeah, there's a lot more Pokemon stuff that I need to catch up on. And then also somebody asked me if I'm going to be playing Pal World. So that's on my list of things to possibly do as well. I don't know if it's going to be on the days I normally play Pokemon, but it's something I want to take a look at and will be probably playing in the future. Not necessarily right when it comes out, but I do want to take a look at it. There, Kieran, up ahead. There's something among those pillars. More pillars, it looks like. Or a ruby. Link has been here. The stone's the hidden treasure? Give me a moment. Just need to check something. If I can get the hidden treasure of Area Zero, I can finally beat Yoko. Nope. He's trying to pull it. Looks like he's having troubles, though. Kiki, you're still going on about that nonsense? Shut it, sis. Yoko has everything I've ever wanted. What? A single Pokemon? She's got strong Pokemon, she can go anywhere she wants, and she can be friends with anyone. I mean, to be fair, Kieran also has strong Pokemon. I loved Ogerpon since forever ago, but even Ogerpon chose her over me. But Kiki did your best too. Even you, sis. You were being all nasty toward her at first, but then boom, you were like best friends in no time. Well, pull-out game? Oh, you're talking about Power World? Um, Maybe. I don't know. Um, but again, that's why I want to take a look at it to see if it's worthwhile or not. Like, obviously, some of the clips I've seen seem like uh, they might be fun, but it could be like a movie. They're just showing the best of the best clips to get you into the game, and then once you're actually playing it, it might not actually be as good. So, I don't know. Oh, sorry. Uh, Kieran has weak pullout. Okay, I get it now. Okay, yeah. Well, then again, I don't know. He is trying to pull a crystal out of a crystal, it seems. So, and from the looks of these crystals, they are hexagon crystals, so they are one of the strongest formations you can have naturally. So, also interested in Power World? Okay. Uh, so yeah, I may be taking a look at it, but like I said earlier, it's going to depend on when I finish up games, because I dislike stopping in the middle of games sometimes. Excuse me, getting hiccups again. Um, but yeah, I definitely want to take a look at it. And if it is good, I will definitely have it on the stream at some point. Well, I've got nothing. I worked so hard, and for what? I still lost in the end. This, this is all I have left now. Found it. The crystal is definitely what we're looking for. Go on, Kieran. Pull with everything you've got. Show us the hidden treasure of Area Zero. Rather than using your physical strength, you do have, as you said, Kieran, strong Pokemon. Maybe use one of your Pokemon to pull the crystal. Just a thought. Oh, oh, there he goes. You got it, Kieran. Good job. There's no doubting it. Crystal must be Terapagos. Okay, I guess it's a little wider than a ruby would be. But still. Oh. It's getting bigger. He did it. And it's a weird looking turtle. At least that's what I see it as. No. No. They're mine. Master Ball. There you go. That was Terapagos? You caught it, right? Finally. Very well done, Kieran. The fact that you brought along a Master Ball tells me you were well prepared for this. Now, I can study Terapagos whenever I want. But there's no time like the present. Think you could give us a little demonstration of Terapagos' power right now? Well, you heard her, Yoko. I'm also itching to see what Terapagos can do. Get ready so we can start. Think I should put Ogerpon in front? That probably wouldn't go so well. I think... Well, I'll put Annihilate up front again. Seems to be the go-to. That way I have my primary elemental party on backup if need be, and then of course the backup of backups. Did you know the Master Ball actually has a very low chance to fail? I did not. Um, Interesting. But that's like what? Like well, I mean, I suppose it's possible. Somebody, it may have happened to somebody. Um, but I did not know that that could happen. I just figure it would be a 100% chance. Nearly impossible, it's still possible. And true. Unlikely to happen within reason. I mean, to a single person, unlikely to happen over the entirety of Pokemon, as possibly has happened a couple times, maybe. Uh, I'm just thinking with the current stuff. But then again, if you only get one per game, that would reduce the chance that that would ever happen. But you know, with the current situation, apparently there is a way to get many Master Balls if you need to. I'm not in favor of hacked Pokemon or anything like that, but there's nothing you can really do except get rid of them when you do your trades. So when I come across one, you know, I will take the items that they give because, well, as far as I know, the item is legal. They may not have gotten it, but if it's able to be traded, you know, maybe. I don't know. It's one of those situations that, uh, like the Pokemon itself, I get rid of because I have no need for that. I don't like having um, cheat Pokemon. You know, not to mention uh, how I found out that it was that way in the first place was I tried to um, put the Pokemon I've traded for into Pokemon Home to register them, and Pokemon Home was just like, nope, something's wrong here. This doesn't quite look right. So I had to take the entire box, the box of 30 that I had, and, you know, just go through them. Okay, which one is causing the problem? That sort of thing. And of course, it was uh, the the whatever legendary that you know uh, I can't remember exactly what the first one I had before, but I have seen like I think it was like a shiny legendary of some sort, and uh, obviously it was hacked. You know, level 100. The place decided to put their website as the name of the Pokemon, all that sort of stuff, and so I was just like, yeah, well, I can't register it, so it's gone. Um, but again, I don't feel the same way about the items that come with them. You know, for the most part, I sell them off. So the reason why I have as much, uh, or as many coins I do in this game as I do, because a lot of those are the hidden ability items or whatever, and so I just sell them off for the like 100,000 that they're worth. But then again, you know, the money caps out too, so you can only get so much from that as well. Um, I think I'm just gonna go into this fight with Annihilate, but front Ogerpon is still just kind of being a sidekick in the whole team. You know, just leveling up from all the battles that I'm doing, that sort of thing. So they're there uh, in extreme emergencies, and if it comes down to that, they'll probably lose as well. But you never know. All right, starting with Annihilate. Are you ready? I guess so. All right, get in position. I assume since we're not in the Blueberry Academy, we're no longer doing 2-on-2s, double battles. I hope you've braced yourself. This time I'll definitely beat you, Yoko. I mean, it's possible. Want to guess the turtle type? Stellar, probably. That'd be my guess. Otherwise, if we're going with normal types, I suppose, um, you know, uh, rock or something, I guess. Maybe, probably not grass type, but, possibly if we're going just normal typage, uh, grass rock could be. Um, I don't know, ghost for all I know. But here we go. Ooh, are you starting with it? Challenged by Kieran. Alright, you are starting with it. Go, Terapagos. Show Yoko what you're made of. I'm guessing since it's just a brand new turtle, it could also possibly not be able to do anything. I've technically said it. Alright, well, I guess we'll start off with a Rage Fist, see how that works. So, this is the Hidden Treasure's true form. With this, I can win for sure. Probably just one-shot it. Doesn't affect... Okay. So it's, a normal type? Let's do this. Made it shall gleam. It's something, something, something. Okay. I can affect it. So, I mean... Oh. It seems to have changed. Huh. As a weakness? I thought this was the hidden treasure of Area Zero. And that's why I've probably technically said it, is because it changes. Terapagos' power should be far greater than this. Could it be we're missing something? Or maybe it changes depending on the typing I use against it. So, like, because I used Rage Fist, it changed to normal. And so then when I switched to fighting, it was suddenly super effective against normal. So, if I'm thinking, sorry for overthinking this right at the moment, but so if it's now fighting type, I would want to use flying or something against it. But unfortunately, I don't have any of that, so I'll just continue using this, and it should be just... Oh, it's still super effective. Okay. Maybe it only changes once? But I'm guessing this is how this fight was supposed to happen. To make Kieran upset again. Why? I thought if I just had Terapagos, if I had the hidden treasure of Area Zero, it would make me stronger. I thought it'd let me beat Yoko. Kiki, that's enough. It's time to stop this. No, something's not right. Its terrestrial energy output is far too low. Not to mention the fact that it looks different from the illustration in the Scarlet Book. So, Terapagos isn't the hidden treasure of Area Zero? No, I'm sure it is. We must be missing something. A way to transform it into the treasure. Of course. Terapagos is made of terrestrial energy. Kieran must terrestrialize Terapagos this instant. My hunch is correct. Terapagos will resonate with the energy from your Terra Orb. And the hidden treasure will finally reveal its true brilliance. Got it. I knew it. The Scarlet Book was right. Terapagos is in its fully awakened form. This is the hidden treasure of Area Zero. Oh, look out, Karen. Oh, not good. Things are getting out of hand, Kiki. You should return Terapagos to its ball. Okay. Come back, Terapagos. Terapagos says no. I was wondering what was going to happen. You won't go back inside. But why? So now it's angry? Now it's strong? I don't know. Oh, hi. Its energy output is going haywire. We're all in serious something. Sorry, kids, but please, you need to... Come on, Kiki. You need to do something too. No, it wasn't supposed to happen. This is all my fault. Oh, no, it's not. Everyone else did say to terrestrialize it, so it's just as much of them as... Alright, so we're doing this. So I might as well start off as I have before. I assume something has changed. But we'll see how this works. Said more power. Exactly. It's using a berry to reduce damage. In that case, terrestrializing your Pokemon might help. I mean, it's true, but I also thought this was going to be like a normal turtle on turtle. Exactly. And technically it's a third turtle as well, with the picture of the turtle above it. So you've got the shell on the bottom, you got the one in the middle, you got the one on the top. Yeah, I can't terrestrialize yet. That's what I was thinking. Kieran's just... Why did they have Kieran just standing there looking shocked? Oh, poor Kieran. Alright, we'll do this again. Terra Starstorm. Oh. Now's your chance. Use terrestrialized Pokemon to strike back. I mean, yes, thank you. That is exactly what I was going to do. Kieran be like, Mom says. Exactly. Alright, let's see how much better this does. Probably like 50% better. Nope, much better. Okay. Much, much better. Alright, no more shield for you. And there goes that. What? Absorb terrestrial energy? Well, yeah. Oh, and down goes Sinistra. Oh no, why the Sinistra's knocked out. This isn't good. It's just too strong. Oh, there's another barrier. Yeah, but unlike normal. Oh, put up another barrier of such strength? Did it use the Trastolin? You need to get in there and battle Kiki. Yoko's doing all the work. It's no good. I'm useless. I mean, technically I don't have a timer going here, so I will eventually win. Let's go back to this, see how this does. A little bit better. Ow. Alright. Back to healing myself. Now, Yoko, terrestrialize your Pokemon so it shines on smart. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. But sure. Do this again. Who's my favorite rival? Now, to be fair, I don't have a very large pool of characters to choose from, because I played the first one, and then I played Sword and passed it. So I really only have like 4 games of knowledge to choose from. But who's my favorite rival? Oh, and Scarlet Violet. Okay. Let's see. I kind of like Nimona just because, like, she kind of has the old school style of I want to battle you over and over to get stronger, but without the without it being like pretentious or anything like that, like a lot of the early rivals were between Nimona or Carmine. Okay. But she also doesn't do the like oh, I lost, well, oh well, like what's his name, your rival in Sword. I didn't really like that. So like, he's supposed to be your rival, but he not only does he automatically choose the Pokemon that is weak against the one that you choose, but he's always like, oh, well, I lost. Well, you know, that, how? Yeah. I wasn't much of a fan of him. So I do like Nimona. Um, Arvin is kind of like I feel like a lot of the rivals in this do have they're a bit more unique. They're not just standard rival, that sort of thing. Arvin is your rival partly because he's just angry with uh, uh, his circumstances in his life, and you know, just kind of has you as a partner to take on the strong Titan Pokemon, and you just kind of have a rivalry going on a little bit. I mean, it's more of a partnership with him than rivalry. But, then he's always cooking up great food and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, uh, Carmine, I was a little against at the beginning because, like, uh, the not just the cockiness. The cockiness is okay. It's the I don't know what the terminology would be, but uh, just the standard tsundere type, I guess. Like she wants you to be your friend, but she doesn't know how to express it. That sort of thing. I don't know. That's sometimes that's not the greatest, but the way she is now, I think Carmine is fairly good as well. Um, let's see if I can keep myself alive here. Well, at least break through the shield. Love that about Carmine. Feel like she pulled it off. Okay. I mean, she did a little bit um, better than others I have seen, but just I don't know. It's more the trope that's put me off of it than anything. So technically, stand on the top 5 strongest trainers, Gen 1, Gen 9. Oh, I'm missing the game. I was reading your stuff. Uh, can't help anyone. Okay, so we're still trying to get Kiki back in. Uh, come on, Kieran. But yeah, I'm okay with how she is now. I do also like the way that Hydrapple looks. I think that's an interesting evolution for the whole thing. Geeky Beetle. Okay, I'll help out too. Honestly, better late than never, I guess. The two of you need to clean this whole mess up. Oh, I'm down to like 29 health, so we'll see how that goes. I'll still try to drain it, but that's probably not going to do enough. Kind of wish the other Applin evolutions would get the same treatment. They might. Maybe. And that's... No, Annihilate survives. That toughed it out so you wouldn't feel sad. Guess that's what happens when I use Annihilate as the frontliner all the time. Might just maybe base them off other dragons. That'd be kind of nice. Let's see here. Guess let's swap in Skeletor to see how this works. I don't need to worry about Annihilate losing that last health, but like the friendship might drop a little bit. if I let them faint. But yeah, I would certainly like to see other evolutions of it as well. See, we'll do Torch Song. Start building up the strength of this. Oh, but it's not very effective. Well, so much for that. What's Dragon Cheer do? I'm getting pumped for whatever that does. Oh, Water Pulse is gonna suck. Yeah. Maybe not my best choice. But let's try this for a round, see what happens. Trying to let Kieran have the spotlight here. But he's not doing much. Appleton as a Drake and Flapple as a Quaddle. Yeah? Definitely. I had a train of thought and it is just gone. I don't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, I think I should swap in somebody that's not fire. Maybe Meowscarada, since they're using water attacks. Yeah, I would definitely like to see more final evolutions for them. Alright, we'll do Flower Trick first. Because always critting is a wonderful thing. How much does this hurt? A decent amount. But should be able to get through this a little bit. Appleton is an apple pie, just making an apple casserole. Yeah. Because, I mean, it seems to get bigger and bigger as it goes. So yeah, evolution from a pie to a casserole would certainly make sense. Just a bigger pan. Or a bigger shape, or whatever. Oh, okay. Kieran is using more than just one Pokemon. Good. Good, good. We'll get through this. Now, the question is, if I break through its shield without actually terastallizing it, would it be able to absorb anything? Oh, I suppose. Looks like it can't absorb any more energy or put up another barrier. Time to attack. Time to end this, you two. You have my permission to go all out. Of course, I suppose I might not have been able to get through the barrier without terastallizing. Still. Hey, Kieran might get the final hit in. And he does. Good job, Kieran. Maybe it'll go inside a ball now. Yeah, sure. I know I can count on you, Yoko. You got this. Yep. I also have a master ball. Or two. Trapagos was caught. Is is it over? Is everyone okay? The mine and dive ball. That works. Um, I don't know. Just with the fact that I've gotten so many master balls from the trading, I've kind of thought about seeing if I can get everything in a master ball, but that's probably way more than I'm willing to put into it. Um, because, you know, trading takes so long. Like, I'm fine with hatching Pokemon and whatnot, but then, you know, the amount of time it takes to trade them is, you know, try putting everything in regular Pokeballs. You know, that is also uh, hmm, possibly difficult just because you don't get any bonuses um, for catching them. So it's just your standard difficulty, much harder than people think. Exactly. Yeah, because you know if you've got that, uh, 5% catch rate or whatever it is, uh, that's a 1 in 20 chance right there. And then, you'd have to uh, save your game, and every time you fail, you're restarting, and it would just take a long time, I think. But yeah, could definitely put everything in normal one, and for the most part, that's fine too. It's not like there's any real difference. First catches are always aesthetic, whereas the rest are quicker poke. Exactly, and you know the whole quick ball thing is just because it's just easier to use. It's the first one. Uh, it gets a times 4 bonus. If you in the cases where you can surprise them from behind, it's a times 8 bonus, and so it's just easy to do for the most part. That is. Is everyone okay? We're fine. Don't worry. Yep. How about you? I'm fine, thank you. Perfectly unharmed. Let my obsession lead you all into a very dangerous situation. Simply inexcusable. I'm so sorry, everyone. You should be. You're completely fixated on this terrestrial stuff. You gotta keep your obsessiveness in check. Yes, you're absolutely right. I I messed up too. I looked up to Yoko for so long. I wanted to be like her so badly. A lot of Pokemon are actually guaranteed with quick balls. Most are first stages though. Yeah. And I think there's something about if you use a quick ball on something you've already caught, it's a critical catch, uh, most of the time. or an improved critical chance or something like that. So I could definitely see that they are the ones that are most used. I didn't know what else to do, but I guess I just don't have it in me to be like her after all. Finally I can let it go. And don't sell yourself short. You also get a catch charm which increases. Oh, that's right. We got a catch charm in this DLC. I'd forgotten about that. I don't know what its increase is. I'm guessing a ×2 or something, or an increase in the multiplier, something like that. But I just... Sorry. I swear I've got such a silly younger brother. You finally let it go. And she follows suit. Oh, you two must have been so scared. But y'all shone brilliantly just now. You were truly dazzling. And in the end, our Yoko even managed to catch Terapagos. So I think we can consider our next expedition into Area Zero good and finished. Or our little expedition into Area Zero. Time to head back to Blueberry Academy. All right. Are we just walking back to the Blueberry Academy? Yep. Phew, finally home. I need to get in touch with Gita. No, scratch that. I need a publisher first. Hey, Yoko? Look, I know I caused a lot of trouble for the League Club and everyone. I wanted to give everyone a proper apology, including you, Yoko. So, I'm sorry. And, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I want to make things right. So do you think we could start over from zero and be friends again? Hey, we're gonna leave you two behind if you don't hurry up. Doubles it? Okay, cool. And credits roll. I'm guessing there's going to be something after this. Obviously, I've got a bunch of Pokemon still to catch. And there are definitely several Pokemon in between what I have caught and 200 or 250 or something, whatever the Pokedex went to. But, I mean, this was short compared to everything else. Even compared to the previous DLC, I think. Just as in, there wasn't much to it. Like, it was very straightforward. Hey, you're at the new place. Here, fight the Elite Four. We'll even bump you up to the front of the line. And then, right after that, straight into going to this, which was kind of a straight shot to the end. So, I have no problem with the story that was told, you know? It was kind of getting Kieran back out of his frustration and whatnot. Um, but I don't know. There there are like some other things that still seem like they are kind of ends that we haven't covered yet. Like uh, there was mention of the whatever stuff in the center of the terrarium, the crystallized stuff that's up in the sky. Um, we haven't heard anything more about that. Um, Obviously, there are a couple of Pokemon that have been referenced before this DLC came out. I don't remember what their names are off the top of my head, but there's like probably a couple more legendaries to find somewhere somehow. Maybe I have to go back into the cavern, find them. Maybe they're in the terrarium somewhere. Uh, Definitely have to expand what the terrarium has in it for like 3,000 points that each one costs. Um, so there is quite a bit left for me to do. Um, if story is involved, then you can find a lot of legendaries by doing Sorry, I keep calling them barbecues. Uh, yeah, by the BBQs. Um, and I'm sure that there are other characters to talk to similar to what's in the main game, like uh, probably someone that has an item that they're trading to um, evolve a Pokemon, that sort of thing. Um, just because I think I still only have like half of the Pokemon I need to fill out the Pokedex. And also, I don't know how entertaining it is, but I know a lot of people do shiny hunting. Uh, I know I've got somebody that comes in, and every once in a while we just team up. We do a little bit of shiny hunting on stream, uh, and then that's it for the night, which also has. Uh, it, I do enjoy it. I like um going around and seeing stuff and having the potential to get shinies, but I don't know how entertaining it would be stream wise. Um, Shiny hunting is fun. Okay. I've done a little bit of it. I do have some shiny Pokemon. Like that was one of the things I was kind of thinking for the beginning of this DLC is I was going to go in with a couple of shiny Pokemon that I caught, but that just didn't work out. This is an announcement for the following student. Yoko from Urania Academy. Ms. Breyer would like to see you in classroom 1-4. She has some important news to share with you regarding the terrestrial phenomenon. Alright, let's go meet up with Miss Breyer. And I'm sorry, I keep calling her Miss Breyer. I don't intend to say that. It's just I don't enunciate the Z as much. Oops, wrong button. Fun thing to go to classroom 3-2. Okay. Looks like I've got a couple of places to go. But yeah, I'll go here, see what's going on. I'll go to 3-2, see what's going on there, and then I'm probably going to call it for the night. Just because I don't know how much more there is to do. I might need to look a few things up to find out. I don't like to, but Like at this point, it seems like I'm done with the story unless there is more story to do. But let's go find out. I mean, you obviously know. Uh, let's go have me find out if there's more to do. Hey Yoko, glad to see you. Feeling rested and recovered after our big adventure down in the Underdepths? Yes. Oh, youth really is an enviable thing. There's the epilogue. Oh, right. Completely forgot about that. About an hour of story? Okay. Well, if that's what this is about to go into, then I will probably finish that up next week, Monday again. Still feeling all wrung out despite having been back for a while now. But on to why I called you here. Since our return, I've been writing up everything we discovered on our expedition. Honestly, I've hardly slept. I obtained Gita's permission to turn it all into a book, but don't worry, I've made sure to skip a few details and omit names of those involved. So voila! Proof copy of the book, freshly delivered from my publisher, just for you. Obtained a copy of the Briar's book. Put the copy in the bag. A proof copy of the exploration notes covering the Area Zero Underdepths. It's filled with long paragraphs describing what happened, along with Briar's thoughts. I behaved recklessly in the Underdepths. I don't know what we would have done if it weren't for you. Epilogue could probably be missed easily since it just came out a couple days ago. That's true. And I appreciate you for reminding me about that. Yeah, definitely between this session and next week, I will make sure that I don't have any updates to do and see about getting ready for it, for sure. You truly deserve a copy of this book. I just hope it's sufficient as an apology. But there was something else I needed to check with you. Would you mind showing me your Terra Orb, Yoko? I thought as much. It's behaving just like Kieran's and Carmine's orbs. I think it might be because your orbs were directly exposed to the energy from Terrapagos. Kieran and Carmine say that ever since the Underdepths, they've been able to terrestrialize their Pokemon without charging their Terra Orbs. Ah. Okay, well, I guess that would be an explanation for why I would be able to terrestrialize multiple times in a fight. Actually, there's one more piece of news I should share with you related to those deepest depths. Now, it doesn't need any updates. The whole quest got put into the game same time. Oh, as the Blueberry Academy. Okay, cool. You know the terrarium core that hangs from the ceiling of the terrarium? Yeah, I was just talking about that not too long ago. Well, until now, I've been keeping it topped up with a mixture of Paldean soil and water from the crystal pool in Kitakami. That's how we've been able to stabilize the terrestrial phenomenon in our academy grounds. But the other day, I tried adding crystals I collected from the Underdepths to that mix, and it caused the properties of the core to change. The result? Pokemon shining in rainbow colors have started appearing all over the terrarium. And they have the stellar Terra type. Thanks to this, my research into the terrestrial phenomenon is shining brighter than ever. Effects of the stellar Terra type. Stellar type terrestrialization grants a boost to moves, but only once per move type. After you use a move, no other moves that same type will get the boost. Terra raid battles, all moves will be boosted without limit. Okay. Interesting. And I'm guessing you just then still have your normal typage for strengths and weaknesses. Oh, and there's one last thing. A man in a blue suit was looking for you over by the entrance to the academy. That's all I have to report for now. Thanks for setting aside some time to chat. I'm off to pay a visit to my publisher, so I'll leave you to it. Next time we meet, I'll ask you for a good long look at Terapagos. Till then. Also, if you take a certain Pokemon to the center of Kitakami, get something special. Okay. I may have to do that as well. But we're going to check out Class 3-2, as per your suggestion. And then that's probably going to be it for the night. So what have we got going on here? No one's here. I mean, they're probably in the back room of the room here. Yoko. 2 things in it? Okay. Yoko. Give my thanks for all you have done to help the League Club and to help Kieran. Oh, we're 2 people? Okay, well, we'll see after we get done talking to Amaris here. Amaris? Amaris? Not sure how to pronounce it properly. Once you became champion, Kieran withdrew himself entirely from our ranking system. Though I consider this somewhat sad, it's not as if he and I can no longer meet. More than anything, I am glad he seems to be acting like his former self once more. Indeed, I have been swept up in joy. I've been swept up in joy to such an extent that I prepared a tremendous amount of the flight-enabling supplemental used in my trial. Please feed your Agios an appropriate portion of whatever you wish to fly. Or whenever you wish to fly. Okay. Which apparently means right now inside a building? No, this is not the time to be flying around. What? My thoughts exactly. You want to fly right now? Please slow down. The supplement was never meant to be eaten in such large... Okay, so apparently I just gave it all to him. Rhydon will be able to fly now. Senior Agius has powered up somehow. From the looks of it, I would guess that it has gained the power to fly whenever you wish it to. I can't tell the difference, but if you can, sure. Well, I suppose this is an acceptable outcome. As it happens, there is a super hard course for my flying time trial. You may attempt it upon clearing the hard course. Feel free to do so when you are ready. How to fly. You can now freely fly through the air if you press the left stick while gliding. It'll keep moving forward automatically while it's flying. Press the left stick again, it'll go back to gliding. It's a magic dino horse cycle. Exactly. Time for me to go. So long then. Alright, anyone else in here to talk to? Doesn't seem so at the moment, but I might have to leave and come back in. So if I just go to my dorm room. Might have been the other classroom. The League Club. Is it talking to the professor there? Is that what we're looking for? Because, I mean, it is just right here. I can certainly do this if it's just going to be a short thing. 1-4. Oh, in Paldea. Or just this one again. Let me just go back in here, see what's going on. Okay, people are here now. Should be a guy in the back of the classroom. So, This guy with Plusle? Oh, is this the guy that Kieran was talking to begin with, saying that he should just quit? It was 3-2? Okay. Now let's try it. Classroom 3-2. The guy slumped him back there, I'm guessing. Or probably not these guys. This one. Okay. It's got it in gold lettering, so let's just have a chat. Stay away. You'd be wise to stay away. I'm a danger to all who approach. Leave me be, okay? No. Wait, is it even possible? Are you like me? Sure. Then you must have heard the call. Hmm. Sure. Or no. I mean, I haven't really. Maybe I'll explain it. Okay, I'll try again. No. Yes. And this time we'll say yes again. I see. What has called you here then? A hunch? Nope. A hunch? That's no good. Come on, put a little effort into this. Alright, let me check again. Alright, no. Yes. Yes. The light, the wind, the darkness, I'm not sure. Probably, I mean, since we're dealing with, you know, stellar stuff and terrestrialization and there's bright lights, then probably the light, I would guess. Nope. Oh, light, huh? It's not really what I'm going for. Right, probably the edgy boy. Okay, so maybe a darkness then. Or must have heard the call. Yes. The darkness? Or I'm not sure. I mean, we're cutting through the choices at this point. So the darkness. Ah, the darkness. Yes, darkness is good. It quenches the thirst of my pitch black soul. You can feel it, right? Feel the stirring of the power in your hand there? Um, I would say my left hand, but that's only because I am left-handed. Uh, let's see if that's the correct answer. Yes, yes, your left hand. I knew you were like me. Allow me to teach you, my kindred spirit, the sign of twilight. He learned the be still my left hand emote from. All right. That's a bit funny. All right. Back to the dorm room. I'll end the session here for the night. But yeah, definitely enjoying the game. Um, I certainly plan on filling out the Pokedex for sure, We've got the epilogue to do. It looks like we've got some other side quest things to do as well. So I would say there's probably enough. You probably know better than I do, but I'd say there's probably a good another session I can do with this, possibly two, depending on what everything is. You know, if I throw in a bit of shiny hunting in there as well, could probably do a few of those as well. Believe in you. If you ever need help with version exclusives, can help. Awesome. Um, we will see when I come to it. Um, for the most part, what I have done in the past is I've been using Pokemon Home to get. Uh, I, um, I have had other people say, yeah, I'd be willing to trade with you and whatnot, but then, you know, schedules don't always work out, and so they weren't necessarily around when I was ready to do some trading. So I will probably check with the trading app on Pokemon Home first, just to see, because I can probably get a good number of them off there to begin with. But if there is something I'm having trouble with, I will certainly ask you and anyone else that may be in the chat at the time. So I certainly appreciate that. I definitely want to get the Pokedex filled out. Speaking of which, how is my Pokedex doing at the moment? That's the wrong button. This one. All right, so only 147. So we still have like 103 to go. Also, I would have figured Terapagos would be the 250. So there's still another 8 Pokemon past Iron Leaves. Which, by the way, this is one of those that was a does it only go to 242? I thought somewhere it said 250. Technically 243. Okay. I may have misremembered. I don't know. But Iron Leaves is one of those that turned out to be one of those hacked Pokemon that was traded for. I don't know when I got it. It was just in a batch somewhere. And then because I didn't recognize it, of course, hold on a second. I guess I'm getting close to the end of my stream anyway. But yeah, I don't know where I got an Iron Leaves. I don't currently have one. Only raid event, sadly. Okay, well, perhaps I will at some point, along with Walking Wake. Okay. Perhaps I will get one in trade at some point. Who knows? It does happen. I have gotten some things that weren't necessarily hacked. So, like, if I go in here, let's go this way. So, like, this is just some of the things I've found. Eternatus I brought in from somewhere else. Darkrai, I think, was a mystery box. This level 70 Articuno, I'm uncertain if it's real or not. I want to say it's not just because of the color of its Pokeball, but I haven't checked yet. This Urshifu I actually got through a trade, and as far as I can tell, it is legitimate. I haven't had any problems with it yet. And I don't believe it was level 100 when I got it. So I think this one is legitimate. There's a couple others around. I've been kind of stocking up on the iron versions of whatever I get traded just because I can't find them myself. So, you know, I want to do that. Um, Tons of dittos. Some of them I've caught, some of them I've traded for, that sort of thing. Uh, but it looks like any of the other ones I've probably gotten rid of by now. Um, this right here was going to be my group of Pokemon I was going to start with this DLC, but wasn't able to, fortunately. I can only get the shiny Galar birds from Battle Contest a while back in Sword and Shield. So depending on it, might on its info. Okay. Shiny Galar birds. Is that this one? I am uncertain, but I mean it could be. I haven't tried it, and if it is, then it's getting tossed in the trash as all the other ones have been. But yeah, Articuno. Okay. But I think I also have a Moltres here. This looks like it's from Pokemon Go, if I recall correctly for that symbol, and it seems to be legitimate as well. So, there are also like these two are mine, but like these two I got traded for. Somebody has already renamed them, so I know that these are the ones I traded for. They don't seem to be hacked or anything, but it's possible. I'll probably toss them at some point as well. Since it's Cherish Ball, it might be real. Okay. Well, I mean, the ball itself was making me question it. Hit plus. Okay. There we are. Not sure what we're looking for. I forget that there are other stats to look at as well. It's probably real. Okay. Oh, would it have like maxed out stats or something if it was not real? Okay. The IVs I'll say best it's probably hacked. Okay. There's some decence in there, so maybe. We'll see. If Pokemon Home says no, then it's probably going away. Just because I don't need hacked Pokemon. I don't plan to use them. You know, for the majority of everything, it's just going to be for a collection sake. You know, they're going to go into a box and sit pretty for the most part. But yeah, especially if it's shiny level 100 perfect Ivy. Exactly. But I don't know. This is just the collection I have at the moment. I've got a couple extras of these just because, like I said, I did a second run through, partly in order to fill out my Pokedex. But like, I think this one's mine. This one I traded for because it says English up at the top. So, you know, some of these I've gotten as well. And some of them I've used as trading because I've had the extra. But other than that, like, these are all my shinies that I'm currently stocking up on as I find them. You know, there's an event recently where all the Litwicks were all about, so I got myself a few shinies from them so I can evolve them. Kind of pointless, ironically, because they don't give you any edge on anything. And you know they're probably gonna just get you in trouble if you try to use them in, like, if I were to play like uh, PvP or something like that. You know, they probably have things in place to detect that sort of thing. So, you know, I certainly wouldn't see the point of using them. Got a lot of empty boxes because I was uh, doing a lot of breeding at the time. So, and then this is just what I've caught so far in the new stuff. So all of these, and then this is back to the Kitakami stuff. So that's pretty much what I've got. It's not the greatest, but you know, I'm working on it. Other than maybe making competitive team quicker to build. Okay. But yeah, uh, for the most part, I'm pretty much just, if they have an item, it's probably a legitimate item. Um, if not, then it just gets tossed or sold, pretty much. So, like I had seen somewhere where you could see what a shiny Ursaluna would look like, but I forgot what it said about it, and you know, it was only for visual purposes. It wasn't like you could actually have a shiny Ursaluna yet. And I do know of like locks that are in place. So like Koraidon and Miraidon, you probably can't get a shiny version of them unless it's in an event of some sort. But yeah, definitely. Excuse me. Definitely enjoying all of this. And I will do more of this next week as well. I do other streams. Can't get any legendaries in the game shiny, and that's understandable. You know, they want them to be rare and whatnot. So, and I suppose not everything is shiny, or is everything shiny? I don't know. But yeah, definitely gonna be playing some more of this next week. I do play other games from Sunday through Thursday. That's my usual streaming times. So, you know, if you happen to spot anything that piques your interest, by all means, stop by again. I will definitely chat with you. But for now, I think I'm gonna call it there. So, funny thing is, in most of the Legends, the game, also in, is that Sword Shield? But they aren't locked. Try to stop by again, by all means. Yeah, have a good night. Yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it. And I will talk to y'all next time. Have a good night.